The Sustainable Development Goals are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity now and into the future. There are 17 SDGs in which they recognize that action in one area will affect the outcomes in others. Each one has their own target to improve in that certain area.
In this research, we chose the sixth SDG, which is clean water and sanitation, and it is target ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all.
Welcome,
To Clean Water.
the podcast where we will talk about this SDG, giving different opinions from different people regarding the topic. So, here we are, Gabriel and Luis Moya. How are you, Luis?
I am very good, thank you, Gabriel.
That's good, that's good. Okay, so nowadays the populations and communities with the lowest percentage of water access in Mexico are in Chiapas, Tabasco, Oaxaca, Guerrero, Veracruz, and San Luis Potosí. I believe you interviewed someone who doesn't necessarily have the best clean water and sanitation. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Well, actually, I interview people, one, who were aware of the topic, and some other who barely need information about this topic because they don't even know it exists or it's becoming a bigger problem. So, for example, we have a teenager who doesn't even know where is Chiapas, and she doesn't know that people are suffering right now because of the lack of water.
Yes.
And we have another that is a worker from the Comisión Federal de Agua y Drenaje.
Yes.
And she was actually telling us that they are trying to help some villages or some small cities in which they lack of clean water.
Can you tell me more about the person who worked in the services in a water and services company? Can you tell me more about your interview, how it went, and the opinion of that person? Because I also interviewed someone working in there, so to compare the answers.
Sure, actually, this person was talking about small projects that she is moving
Yes.
in the Comisión Federal de Agua y Drenaje for small villages which lack of clean water and need to change the sewage so they can have clean water. Her personal opinion is about helping others, and the small projects sometimes don't even have money. So one of the solutions they were trying to make was the simple one of getting a Instagram account and giving likes and shares and like that. So
Yeah, to create awareness.
To create awareness.
Especially.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I also asked the person and about what is their opinion regarding clean water and sanitation, and they believe that every human being should have access to clean water and sanitation. And this is why their organization and many companies are helping resolve this issue and help those especially in need. Like I said, the smaller villages that don't necessarily have clean water or sanitation.
You know, it surprised me the amount of information that nowadays we have in the internet. And one of my interviewers was a teenager and actually didn't know this was a big problem. It was a UN problem. So I believe that we need to create more awareness. So that's what she was saying, and yeah, help the companies to create awareness.
Yes, exactly. Just like you did, I also interviewed a person from, well, you know, a wealthy community who doesn't lack any service, who has everything they need. And they weren't really aware of the problem, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they didn't know that there were people suffering or that even the UN considered this a big problem. Like, they had no idea. And this is because there is no awareness regarding clean water and sanitation. Because most people from, well, our community take it for granted and they don't specifically give it its best treatment, and they waste it a lot, and they don't necessarily help to stop this issue.
And even the teenage girl told me, like, yeah, there are small projects to help villages or small cities to help with the water, but no one takes care into consideration those projects because they are not so big. They don't have a big fundings.
Yes.
They are not so big as others, so no one take it really serious.
Yes, that is, well, exactly true, unfortunately. And I told this person, like, what is your opinion regarding clean water? And he said that it's very important for people to have clean water and sanitation in your country and in your city. But unfortunately, not many people have it. He said that he thinks that the government is distracted and that they aren't necessarily addressing this problem. And, well, that's really bad. He thinks that, well, I asked him, like, what do you think an impact are you making? And yeah, sorry. And he said that everyone makes an impact, but he said something very interesting, that nowadays many people contaminate a lot, and that is exactly so true. Because did you know that nowadays there are many diseases that are caused by contaminated water, such as cholera, polio, and diarrhea?
Yeah.
That is really bad. And also, in Mexico, more than 70% of all water bodies are contaminated, which has made the water bottle industry a booming business. And this is, well, really bad.
Well, to conclude, I would like to say that the people who I interviewed were really trying to help in this topic, even if they didn't have the knowledge about it. They at least tried to acknowledge the problem, and they are gonna try to make even a small change can make a big difference. So they are gonna try that.
Yes, also here, like I interviewed, well, the people I interviewed, well, there were some people that didn't necessarily knew about the governmental actions and very well about the topic. But at the end, this is all part of the project. And what I want to do to finish this podcast is to create awareness and to invite to everyone and those who are hearing especially to, to don't waste water and to treat it with the respect that it, that it deserves. Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe we can all have an impact, and we should try to treat it better.
Well, thank you very much, Gabriel.
Thank you, Luis. That's all.